Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a memory keeping spread for September 30th through October 6th, 2024. I'm just going to lay down the base today and then I'll come back later and finish out planning the rest of the week once it's already happened. I'm going to be using this really cute art called Rory from PinkPlannerShop. I did a poll on my channel to see which kit I was going to use this week because I had originally planned to use a different set from Linner Designs. I am still planning to use that set within the next couple of months, so don't worry, it will be done. But I want you guys to have the content that you like, and I couldn't decide, so I decided to open it up, and you guys picked this one. So this art just came out, I think like a week ago. I'm filming this based down on September 28th. So this art is available in a bunch of different shops, but I thought this would be fun to do. So I printed and cut these myself. So any imperfections or jagged edges, like that's me, that's not the shop. So these are the full, there's a lot of full boxes with this kit. So this is the first set. We've got a lot of characters in this kit. So this is the washi that they decided to use. I'm actually not going to use this entire sheet. I have other things, but the colors are pretty bright and vibrant. The patterns are also a little intense. Some shops did this a little differently, but I just thought this was really cute. And then you've got your rounded boxes and your thicker flags. We've got some deco here from the kit. And then we've got two more full boxes and glitter headers. So that is like the main stuff from the kit. However, this kit had so many fashion sheets, so I printed them all off. So we have Luke, Paris, what I'm calling season 1 Rory, because I feel like this is something she wore in season 1. Dean, then you've got Lane, Jess, Kirk, and Suki. The reason I bought this kit from this particular shop was because this was one of the few shops that actually had Kirk as an option. A lot of places chose to omit Kirk for some reason. And then you've got grandparents here. You've got Logan, Kim's Antiques, and just Lorelei's Jeep with the Stars Hollow sign. This is another great set. This is a double box of the inside of Luke's Diner. Then you've got two more Luke's full boxes. We've got some little things here in the patterns. We have an extra color, which is this beautiful like dark burgundy. We've got some additional boxes. I think these are supposed to be pattern boxes that you can put like full quotes over them. You've got this beautiful fall tall double box here with just the gazebo. And then I did that. That was an accident. I dropped some water on this, but we've got some extra labels. There are circle icons and checklists that are color coded, as well as some doodle icons for this colorway. And then last but not least, you have some extra boxes and date dots. So that is all of the extra stuff that came with this kit. Additionally, there were some extra washi options. So we have washi strip 3, 2, 5, 4. This did not print well on my printer. And washi strip 1. So I think the ones that are featured are probably 2. Oh wait, no, that's 2. I did this out of order, guys. Sorry. I see what I did. Okay. So here, let me try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so those are the options. I did also purchase, Linner Designs had a printable foil bundle that went with this kit. She also did a her own printable version of this kit. She had regular pre-printed stuff that you could just buy and have her ship them to you. And she did a combination of this and did a pre-foiled kit in light gold, which you can also purchase right now along with all these other extras with the foil on top. So there are so many options. I know Scribble Prints Co. did this. I think there's another shop that did this as well. So I know characters and shows as themes are coming out huge right now. Like I did also just get the Dunder Mifflin set. Oh, Planner Pixie Co. may also have done this. So there was just a lot out there. But I decided to do this because there's actually a lot of different Stars Hollow themed kits out there that are not this art even. And I thought it'd be nice to like have a set of foil that I could use. So I use my Mink machine for like the first time probably in, I don't know, 3 years. So I was able to mint it in this light gold. So we have some washi, and you know, there's errors in it because I did this. This is not Linner Designs. Like I printed these and foiled them. So we've got Yale, we've got some full box stuff. We have some more full boxes, more foiled headers here that says Chilton, Luke's, Team Jess, Team Logan, Team Jess, Team Dean. Personally, I am Team Jess, but that's just me. Then we have an overlay for a tall box. The only thing I didn't print that came with this kit were tall boxes, and there were tall fashion boxes for about 6 different characters. And I just I couldn't handle it. It was like too much. So I didn't do that. There's some foiled scripts that come with this, along with some really cute washi. It's all any of us wants, to find a nice person to hang out with till we drop dead. Very good. And then these are the underlays. They're just little daisies, which I thought was really precious. And then I have a bunch of quotes overlays for different characters. So these two are actually would both go with the grandparents, but obviously you would just use one. This one is for Luke. This one is for Lane. This one is for Dean. And this is crazy creepy. This is why I'm not Team Dean. This is Jess. This is Suki. This is Logan. And there isn't one for Kirk because she didn't include Kirk in her kit. So there's a lot of fun things you could do there. I also printed off, this came with the foil bundle, a tall double box. So this would have gone with, I think she had a different double box, but it would go with this like that. So anyway, there's so much in this kit that I'm literally going to have to split it and do it again later this year and just reprint these and maybe do it in a different foil color. There's so many ways you could do this. I feel like you could have you could do the Gilmore Girls set. So you just have the Gilmore Girls. You could do Paris and the grandparents and Logan, and you could go heavy on the house and just more of the Chiltern stuff, the Yale stuff, go heavier on the academic boxes, if you wanted to do it that way. And then you could do a separate, which is more leaning towards Luke's. So you could have the Luke's full sheet with the Stars Hollow stuff, more of that. So there's so many options here. This is the longest intro I've ever done for a thing. So I hope you are still with me. But anyway, so I am going to take a minute and just figure out which ones I'm going to use because it's a little complicated. I'm going to come back, speed things up, and do it in a voiceover. I wish I could do a copyright thing where I could play the music of da 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 or something like that, while I'm setting this up. But I don't have that kind of money. So I will see you in a minute, and please stay tuned. All right, everyone. So welcome back. Thank you for joining. For those of you who are brand new, Thank you so much. I've had some new people subscribe over the last couple of weeks, and so I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm starting by using the two extra colors that came with this. I didn't really love the patterned washi that came with this kit, so I'm glad I had the alternative solids, especially with the bundle. I think this gold really popped right off the page, and I was kind of proud of this because I did foil this myself. And I wasn't sure how it was going to come out because I hadn't used my foiler in about, I don't know, over a year. I've been using it as a laminator mostly, so that's kind of silly. But this was really fun to use, and I just had so many options. The daisy underlays came out well also. I was trying to do this thing where I started from the bottom and working my way up. I know there's a pun in there somewhere. But I think I ultimately ended up reverting back to my original setup, which is to put all of the full boxes down first and then the underlays last. I think I was trying to get a sense of moving vertically from side to side, but it just didn't really work. Or horizontally. Good grief. Horizontally. Um, I've been watching Gilmore Girls since the beginning. I used to watch it with my mom on Tuesdays, and then they eventually moved it to Thursdays, and it was like our show. So I've seen it many, many times, and then I had all the DVDs for every season, and I watched those many, many times. There are some really fun little Easter eggs throughout those DVDs, so if you get a chance to watch those and you're a fan of the show, they are really fun. I decided, I know I talked about in the intro how I was going to separate the Gilmore's versus like the Luke's Stars Hollow crowd. And I ended up doing a combination of both. I wanted to have Luke and Kirk in this spread so that they were sort of in Luke's, which is why I put them on the underside of this. I struggled a little bit with these extenders because my visual spatial is a little challenging. And so I really had to practice figuring out, okay, if I flip the paper one way, who's going to show up on the other side, making sure I got those parts right. And I did, and it all worked out, but it was a little challenging. I'm using extenders that I made myself using just blank sticker paper. I'm not measuring them at all. I just kind of cut them into these little rectangles and then put them together accordingly. I think that's a lot easier than buying the pre-cut ones or even the I know Planner Pixie Co has some which are really valuable and maybe eventually I will get those. But for now, I'm just kind of winging it. That seems to be working. Um, but yeah, Kirk is one of my favorite characters on the show. I think Amy Sherman Palladino, her characters are really what make her shows good. The dialogue is excellent, but I really like the side characters more than I like the main characters. So I wanted to showcase them as much as possible. So I decided to put Lane, Suki, um, Jess, and Kirk on the right hand side, and then I have all of the like main cast members on the left. But I had so many good foil overlays to choose from. I chose this quote from Lane. I think it was Lane who said this. It's so satisfying to watch people exercise while you eat junk food. I have an uncanny memory for like all the dialogue in the show. I really can't remember when she said this. So if anybody in the comments knows what episode that's from, I would love to know because I cannot find it anywhere in my own memory. So, but then there were so many great overlays to choose from. I decided to use the sort of corners for the scene, and I thought about doing like the Luke's on the front there. But then I put it on Kirk because I didn't have a quote box for Kirk. For some reason, Kirk got left out of this whole business, and I don't know why. He's got some of the best one-liners. So anyway, and then I decided to use this scene on Monday, Tuesday, and then I put the rest of the characters in the sidebar. And when you're memory keeping, you don't really need to use the functional aspect, or at least I don't. I know some people like to record their steps or how many calories they've burned each day or other things there. I don't really feel like I need that with my memory keeping. I have a bullet journal where I keep a lot of that information anyway, so to duplicate it twice just felt silly to me. Although one could argue this whole thing is a duplication, but it's fine. It's all good. Look how great all of those underlays came out. I'm just really proud of that. I think it looks very cohesive and fun. So I did mess this full box up a little bit. It's on sideways and I was frustrated, and then I was like, you know what, we're just going to live with it. I could have used a lot of different quotes for Rory, but I decided let's go with the books and the book stack. Um, and then I thought about doing extenders where like Luke was under Lorelai, and to be honest, like the extenders are really great, but when you have foil overlays on top of them, they get thicker. So they do pop out more naturally with your planner open. And I just didn't want to have that on both sides of the page. I thought that would be cumbersome. So I just kind of left it alone. I decided not to color block this week, although I really could have. And maybe for the next set of um, stickers when I use this kit, I will color block just to make it a little different. But I've been color blocking so much the previous weeks, I just decided let's do something a little different, make it a little more fun for myself, and that's what I did. So this was another crazy week, last technically day of September, first full week of October. And if you haven't seen my previous plan with me, you might not know that I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Western North Carolina was hit pretty hard with Hurricane Helene, and that had just happened over this weekend. So, starting on Monday, you're going to hear me talk a little bit more about that. I still have the donation links in a Google Sheet that was shared with me in the description box. So, if you do feel so moved to donate to the efforts in Western North Carolina relief, please do that. It's a great cause. They're great organizations, and entire towns have been swept away. So I know they are still relying on outside donations for support. There's a great concert that's being held also. I think James Taylor is heading it up. It was originally just for ticket holders only, but now they're doing a streaming version of it where I think it's $25 to stream it. But if you live in the Western North Carolina area, the ticket is free. So please consider doing that as well. That'll be a really great show. I know that there's a bunch of singers that I don't really follow, but then there's also like James Taylor, Sheryl Crow, the Avett Brothers. So it might be worth checking out. So anyway, going back to the spread, I decided to use the Thousand Yellow Daisies quote for Lorelai, and then I put for Luke's this thing we're doing, you and me, I'm in, I'm all in. And then for the grandparents, I decided to go with Emily's quote, well, it's not every day I have my girls here for dinner on a day when the banks are open. A lot of these quotes came from the pilot. I was watching the pilot when I put this down. So it's kind of fun to be in that world while I was using this, and it went over really, really well. Uh, I decided not to use any deco on the top. I know in the past I've used a lot of the little deco and turned it into its own washi spread. Decided to save those stickers for the next time I use this kit, and we're just going to leave it blank. I did white out the dates because I was going to use the foiled date covers that came with the bundle. This was a little challenging too because I didn't really have a guide of where to put these things, and I don't do this regularly. So I just sort of moved them, shifted all the way to the right of each column. But then the way I put the numbers down looked different for every single day. So I'm not crazy about how this came out, but it's fine. It worked. I can read it. That's what I care about. But anyway, so we're about to get into the day by day, but I'm going to do a wiggle first. And I basically put all of this together in the amount of time that it took for me to watch the whole pilot. So very, very easy to do. Oop, getting a little sticky there, but still really good. And I had so many stickers left over, so those are the stickers that I am planning to use for this spread, and then there's a whole other pile that I'm going to save for another week, maybe later in the winter, even though it's fall themed. So let's get into the day by day. As I mentioned, although I didn't really put it in this planner in an obvious way, this was declared a teacher work day. I decided to come into the building this day. So I did first mark that I took my vitamins, which was in the bundle for some reason. I used a little crafty banana sticker to mark the dragonfly in. And then I believe this was a payday. I'm not 100% sure, but if we weren't paid on Friday, we were paid on this Monday. So all of the little icons that match the kit came with the kit as printables. So that's a little cleaning tracker. I use that to mark for work because, oh, hi, Scooter. No, that's my baby Scooter. He came to see what was going on. I use that cleaning tracker to mark work because I went into my speech room and went over my carpet with a little green machine just to make sure it smelled great and worked well for the next kid. I was only in the building for like the first 2 hours of the day, and then I did a coffee run and got a little PSL for me and my husband who works from home, and then I came home and worked for the rest of the day. I did work on session notes, and then I did donate to this organization, Play Spark. They make inclusive T-shirts for students with disabilities. They also are an SLP OT team, and they lost all their inventory overnight. So they did start a GoFundMe page. I did donate, and then within the next 24 hours, they'd made back all of their money. So that was really cool to be a part of that. I also watched Over the Garden Wall. On Tuesday, I got up and fed the kitties. That is a Once More with Love kitty love sticker. And then that's another Once More with Love copy disaster sticker. I just had a lot of materials that I needed to print out. I did a ton of speech therapy in the morning, and then I did a speech eval in the mid morning. That's Lego sticker is from Fox and Pip. I did place two different planner orders this day. The first one was from Plana Hannah. This was the holiday releases spread, and so I wanted to get some of those foil bundles. Um, and then I bought a second print it yourself foil bundle from Alicia Crafts. Her shop is now paused for anything but printables. But printables are downloads that you get immediately, so that shouldn't affect anything moving forward. We ended up doing McDonald's because my coworker had forgotten her lunch and I had as well. So I did a quick run and got us both lunch. And then I did have salad for dinner. And then my husband and I were up late watching the vice presidential debate, which was so surreal, especially since I didn't watch the presidential debate. So I am supporting Harris Waltz. So go ahead and vote blue. Haha, please. Um, but yeah, that was kind of a crazy. So, of course, the next morning I was totally wiped. So I just used a Tired AF foil sticker from the bundle, and then I used a gold foiled pumpkin spice sticker from Sadie Stickers, just to mark that I needed an extra jolt of coffee in that morning. So then moving ahead, and I'm just laying the stickers down. So I'm moving through this so fast, I want to make sure that I touch on everything. I used a computer sticker from the kit to mark that I went to work. And then I used this really cute Stick with the Plan Co. freebie. It's like a cottagecore girl on a log to mark that I did my speech therapy. I did have an IEP results meeting, and then I had a staff meeting after work, which went until almost 5 o'clock. That was kind of a doozy. And then I used another Stick with the Plan Co. sticker to mark that I did a Google Meet and watched The Haunted Mansion. This was the one that came out in 2023. I did that with my friend Lynette. We've been trying to watch all of the Halloween goodies this season on Wednesday nights. On Thursday, I used a sticker from the bundle to mark that I worked. And then I had a virtual appointment with my doctor on Thursday, one of two virtual appointments. And it was really helpful information. Um, we also, there was a crazy SPC foil sale where she was doing a ton of foil bundles marked down, like I think it was like 65% or 70% or something like that. So I did do another sale, and this is when I started to feel guilty about my spending. Um, I had an IEP results meeting, and I ended up taking a call from my friend Sarah, who I hadn't spoken to in a long time. And she is another SLP who is getting her PhD currently, and she's working on um, finding out more research about twice exceptional girls and resources to support them in speech therapy. I thought that was a really cool idea, and I can't wait to see what she does with it. I should also mention that Thursday and Friday were designated teacher work days that were already baked into the schedule. So I only saw students for therapy on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So that was kind of surreal to have all this time to work. It's funny. I marked a self care with the foil bundle there, and I'm looking at my planner right now, I never put an icon on there. And then I did have therapy in the evening, and I just used a crafty banana sticker to mark that I relaxed. That says old fashioned soda shop on it. So cute. I did mess up that flag there, but I ended up trying to fix it with an even bigger, gaudier flag. So I think I covered it pretty well. On Friday, I decided that if the foil sale was still going on, I would go back and look at it. And sure enough, it was. So I did place a second order. That sticker haul was posted already. So you should have seen it. If not, I will link it in the cards above. So I did have another teacher work day. I had the trash recycling day. So I just used that sticker from the bundle to mark that. I did do some more work, and I marked that with the printer. I did a lot of paperwork on this particular day. The second virtual doctor's appointment at 10 a.m. This was with a different doctor just to check in on some things, and I got some really valuable information from that appointment and sort of a schedule of what's to come. So that was really exciting, and I'm glad I got to have that appointment, and it worked out that it was just on these teacher work days. So after work, I did go to Target and Home Goods to try and figure out what to get for booing in our neighborhood. It's like a treat chain that gets passed from neighbor to neighbor where you leave a bucket of goodies on someone's porch, and they have to boo, quote unquote, other people in the neighborhood. So I did a little shopping for that, and then I did boo three of my neighbors. And then I just marked that I was watching TV with my love because that's what we do on Friday nights. It's my favorite part of the week. Then on Saturday, I got up super early and went to Publix to get groceries because we didn't have any avocados for avocado toast, along with a lot of other things. So I just did that really early in the morning, and then I came back and made avocado toast. That is a stick with the Planco sticker, the girl on the chair, to mark that I was lazy AF this day. I really was. I didn't do very much. Um, I was reading an audiobook, Men Have Called Her Crazy by Anna Marie Tendler. That was really good. I do recommend it, especially since she reads it. And then I got my new microphone, which is what I'm using right now. And please be kind because I'm still learning how it works. I do not have fancy recording equipment. I don't have extra cameras. I don't have extra lighting. This is all done in my home with my iPhone and my computer. So I was just trying something new, and I hope this works. We did have a date night. We went to the Huntersville Fall Festival, and um, we tried pumpkin ale from this new brewery, and then we did a taco truck dinner, and then we went home and watched this really great movie, Narc, which I'd never heard of, but I liked a lot better than Trading Day. I will say I thought the acting in it was great. Never heard of this movie. It's kind of, dark if you're not into movies about like drug trade and police procedurals, but overall I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done and the acting in it was great. So then moving ahead to Sunday, I used some pajamas at the top from the bundle to mark that I slept in. Um, and then I used Once More with Love sticker to mark just morning cuddles. We made apple cinnamon toast, which was really good. And then I uploaded some Plan with Me's. I gave myself a manicure. And then I used a little icon from the bundle to mark that I did some planning and some laundry. I am just going to share, this was kind of fun for me, that I noticed that there were some Aura Estelle ring planners that were on sale. They were marked as oops, meaning they were defective. And so they were really, really, really on sale. And so I'm excited to say that I did get one for myself. And so I don't know if I'm going to continue using this planner for the rest of the year or if I'm going to stop in January and segue to a ring planner. I'm very excited about this. I'm still trying to figure out what inserts I want to use. If anyone has any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to know what you're using. So honestly, for the rest of the week, it was very run of the mill. I did take a walk to get the mail. I had a little family night, but all in all, it looked really great. Okay, so there you have it. This is the final spread. I think it came out super cute. I love the gold pop against all of these dark, moody fall colors. I think it was exactly the right color choice for this. Another choice that I think might be good would be some variation of gold, maybe, or sparkly orange even to pop this out, or even a navy if you wanted to go like less flashy. But I think this was very successful. I'll just show you what I have left from the sheets that I used. So as you could see in the video, I did struggle a little bit with getting some of this off in the center, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But I do have a lot of these flags left over. I didn't use a lot of these icons. I tried to use as much of these as I could, and then I didn't touch these. So, and then these are some of the foiled scripts that I have left over. So yeah, and then there's a ton of sheets that I didn't even touch that I've already set aside so that when you do reuse this kit, because I'm probably going to have to reprint these sheets again, the flags. I'm going to save them and put them all together. But I mean, like there were a couple of spacing issues I wish I had done a little differently. But with this paper quality, I'm afraid to lift those up. So we're just going to leave those exactly where they are. But yeah, this was really, really fun. And yes, so please stick around for the next plan with me. I will sneak peek it here. And I do lay these bases down on separate days now. So if you are interested in seeing like base sneak peeks as like shorts or something like that, please let me know. I'm still new to YouTube in many ways, but if there's anything you guys like really want to see, I'm happy to indulge. I'm just going to give you an extra wiggle right here. Thank you so much and have a great week. Take care.